this, but let's go a little more specific. Businesses who are looking to relocate, grow, and stay in the Lehigh Valley continue to say that skilled and plentiful labor is one of the most important factors in their business decision. One of LVEDC's newest initiatives is the Education and Talent Supply Council, which convenes education and business to address the region's current and future workforce issues. What are your views on the issue, and do you see the role for county government in workforce development? Mr. Armstrong, you'll get the first crack this time.
We don't ever start in the middle here, okay. What I feel very strongly is we need to, again, go to our employers, go to our prospective employers, find out exactly what are the skills they're looking for to move to the Lehigh Valley or to maintain their presence in the Lehigh Valley. Once we identify these skills, we then need to work through these programs such as Workforce and Skills USA and our Lehigh County Technical Institute. We have the things in place to meet the needs. But another area that we've all forgotten about is our labor unions. What they have done to train people, the apprentice programs that they have, and that's not costing taxpayers a penny. And these labor unions are putting out qualified workers in the electrical union, the carpenters union, the roofer, you name it. You're getting somebody who's been well trained because of the union apprentice program, because of all these things. And again, my role is to bring it all together, identify the needs, see how we can meet it, and then go out and get it accomplished. We always look at problems as such a tremendous, difficult situation, but any problem is simple. What caused the problem? What do I need to fix it? Let's go and fix it. And I think as far as the labor force, with our colleges, with our technical training, with our labor unions, and with all our programs that we have, such as Skills USA, we can do that, and we can meet the needs of our employers to keep them here and bring them into the Lehigh Valley. Thank you.
Mr. Ross.
Thank you. Employee and workforce issues have been critical for business retention and expansion for quite some time. I applaud the efforts of the Lehigh Valley Workforce Investment Board and LVEDC to focus more on the issue of workforce development. There are 23 workforce areas in Pennsylvania. We have the third largest in the state, and I dare say, I think, probably the best. The Lehigh Valley spent close to $1.5 billion in 2016 to educate 112,000 K-12 students. That's about $13,000 per student. We have great teachers, facilities, and administrators. We have great college prep programs in our high schools. We have great community college opportunities. There's 17 community colleges in Pennsylvania. 2 of them are here in the Lehigh Valley. Lehigh County has one of the best career and technical training schools in the country. And perhaps, if I were to point to one thing we can do better job encouraging high school students to enroll in career and technical training, LTCI, and follow the path towards great jobs with our manufacturing, industrial, and service business community. It is a skill that I think we have lost a little sight of. The opportunities here in the Lehigh Valley are great in that area. And to help ourselves, our families, and our economy, I think county government can provide the resources and direction to make all these happen even more successfully and promote them to prospective employers. As county executive, what I would do is provide the resources to make this happen to the organizations that already exist in our community.
Thank you, Mr. Brent.
Thank you. The county's role, I see, is really a continuation of what I said before. There are a number of organizations here that are, first of all, it's a good problem to have, right? We're high employment. We have companies wanting to come here, and we really have to begin to address what's the next generation of workforce that we need. But I know Nancy Dishnoff from the Lehigh Valley Workforce Investment Board, which Tom Muller and I actively participate in. We have members of our staff that are involved, and it's a cross-section of members of the community that are really involved with that. We have Don and LVEDC themselves that are looking at, from the business perspective, what do we need, and it was their initiative to put together the council that you had pointed to. But overall, the role of the county is to make sure that we have resources that we can bring to the table. Something in this conversation that would have to be addressed is transportation, for example. A lot of how do you get the members that are here to the jobs that are there? Mentioned the Slate Belt earlier. How do you get the members from the Slate Belt that don't drive into the valley or to where the jobs are overall? And that goes to infrastructure investment also. So it really is a holistic conversation that you have to have. The county, for example, we have provided funding in the what's so cool about manufacturing. So we can provide resources to educate some of the high school students coming through with that. We've also provided funding and grants in other areas that we find an opportunity in. We just, Northampton County through DCED just picked up a lead remediation grant. Out of that, we provided opportunity for several trainings in order to have individuals that can be trained to take advantage of that grant. We've created some jobs along with that. I'll talk a little bit later about just the county itself. We're a $400 million corporation, and that money itself gets channeled back into the community. So it's actually fostering some of that economic development and job creation opportunity also.
Thank you. It seems to me that we're at a critical juncture. Through the leadership of Northampton County, Lehigh County, the LVEDC, and so many others in the Lehigh Valley, we have, I think, figured out how to take advantage of our location, our geography. We are becoming a transportation hub. And I think you're seeing what is the fruits of all of those labors for all those years. For instance, I know when the Route 33 interchange came before Northampton County Council, I voted for it, and I was proud to have done that. And now we're creating jobs there. But I think what we're looking to do is make the next step. And I think the next step is one day to hopefully be in the mix to bring a company like Amazon to have their East Coast headquarters in the Lehigh Valley. But we're not there yet. And we're not there yet because the feedback we're getting is we don't have enough skilled workers in our workforce. So, as a chief executive of a county, part of your role is as a cheerleader, as a liaison, as someone who connects folks who might not necessarily get connected. So what I'm going to do is take advantage of all of our relationships with all of the fine institutions of higher education that we have here. And we're going to be aggressive about retaining folks who graduate from these schools and keeping them here in the Lehigh Valley. Because if there's one thing we know, the Lehigh Valley is a great place to live, to work, to raise your family. And if we develop a highly skilled workforce, we'll one day be in the running to have some of these really, really exciting companies come here. Thank you.
Great, thanks, gentlemen. We're going to move on and look a little bit about the relationship with the state. The Commonwealth has significantly reduced economic development funding and